Hi Aries, here's a general look at your solar chart for October 2010. Now there's a lot of energy piling up in your area of close relationships at the moment, whether they're long-term ones, short-term ones, or in other ways, in some way short-term, long-term important to you. So this is going to be a great 3 weeks for information exchange or bonding, as at times you'll find that certain others really do strike a chord in your mind. You can get on well with them or not, and maybe you can develop a rapport or more of a rapport with someone, even if it's just sort of to agree to differ on something. And actually, for some of you, there could be some sizzly moments as well, because some relationships could get a lot closer. So the energies are excellent for any kind of serious one-to-one exchange. Maybe you are seeking confidential advice, maybe they are asking you for guidance or your honest opinion, and you are able to hold up a clear mirror for them so that they get the feedback, which is unbiased as far as it can be from you. So this is a good kind of energy for negotiation type situations as well, for getting a hint, a guideline, a tip, something like that. There'll probably be a lot of chatting going on, and as I say, exchange with partners, family members, colleagues, or potential partners, family members, colleagues as well. Between the 1st and the 2nd, or the 1st and the 3rd, things may be a bit harder going, and between the 7th and the 9th you could find it harder to get your side of things across there. But overall, the energies are very good for pulling together, for learning from each other, and also for getting to know each other better as well. And being quite passionate about things in some cases, whatever that is, whether you're sharing a passion with somebody else about something, an idea, a project, a piece of kit, a property, whatever it is, an ideal, a spiritual insight, whatever it is. You will be enjoying, I think, that side of it, but also on the other side there will be certain people, certain maybe more formal associations, or associations with those who have in a way sort of got something over you, whether that's at a distance, or whether it's, right up close. There's like an emotional pushing of buttons going on here, and it can make you feel a bit frustrated, and there could be a conflict between you, or there could be a conflict within you, and a sort of a battle of wills. So you could be crossing swords there, really, but you could feel quite passionate about it, you could feel quite bothered about it. That's not to say all day, every day. That's to say that this could be triggered from time to time. Now, on the upside of this, you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody else could actually trigger a breakthrough of some kind, because in fact you're in a gear shifting sort of area too. Well, a couple of the planets are. And that would allow for some sort of transformation to take place, but it might mean letting go of your preconception, your previous expectation, or maybe just your approach there. You might just have to compromise a bit there. And also part of the current situation could be due to your feeling that you don't have the control or leeway you like. Maybe it's regarding personal finances or personal freedom, your space, or maybe what you're sharing with another, what you're both responsible for. And it could even be around a contract or an agreement of some kind, whether it's a current, it's just a recent one, or a past one. It could be over even some jointly held responsibility for a person, like a child or a lover. Whatever it is for you, there's some examples. You'll know, but that's the area where feelings could kind of run a bit high. On the other hand, as I say, the same energies can translate differently into you both coming together with a closer understanding, a happily shaking hands on something, but it will, I think, need a certain letting go and a sort of a stepping down from a previously held position or idea. So you'll be shifting maybe sideways, and then that kind of alleviates the situation, if you see what I mean. So however it is, you may sense that it's wiser to keep your counsel, keep your cards close to your chest, not let rip about how you're feeling, because that could alienate someone. And that's only in certain quarters, because actually there's going to be plenty of morale boosting support on tap coming from certain other quarters. So just focus on those ones and bide your time, get on with what you need to sort of go through this gear shift, this sort of phase of letting something go, someone go, some idea go, so that you can kind of shift into the next stage here. Well, towards the end of the month, then things begin to expand into fascinating new areas, and your horizons begin to broaden as you shuffle off, this old skin in a way, and this mood of introspection and of more emotional sensitivity. And you may be focusing more on spirituality at the moment, you children of the Ram out there. You could be learning a lot about that. That is an area of expansion for you, as a matter of fact, for several months. You could be learning about your more compassionate side, putting aside what you want on behalf of somebody else's needs or requirements, putting yourself in their shoes, being more empathic as well, and in fact intuitive. Your intuition, your empathy, but also your sense of there being something bigger maybe than you is working really strongly at the moment, this month. But also Jupiter in the area that it is also going to give you an interest in maybe deeper things or higher things, whichever way you want to describe it, until next spring. And so up until then, it's a kind of a spiritual renewal that is taking place within you, and you should be doing the sorts of practices or therapies or time out or whatever it is that can get you more in touch, plugged in with that source energy, which we all have, from where we all come. And you'll benefit more from self-nurturing habits during these many months with Jupiter there. So it's starting from here, this month here, because there will be something which is not fitting for you, something which is giving you a real stark contrast to what you won't expect. Then you could start squaring up to a few self-defeating behaviors or maybe attitudes, which we all have, and every now and again we have to review those, and that's called evolution. Now Saturn is in the area of close relationships for 2+ years, So it means that on a formal level you will be cultivating people more carefully, more sort of devotedly and consistently and patiently and perseveringly. And also the same goes for existing close relationships or any new relationship. You know, you'd want to get that on a more formal footing maybe. If it's an existing alliance, then you may find that you've got to work harder at it at the moment, or in fact it will be throughout this 2+ years. Just take it more seriously, put more energy and thought and care into that sort of dynamic between you. You may have been noticing faults and feeling a lack of equilibrium within your current setup. So over this transit of Saturn, you'll be re-evaluating what your part is in this, what your contribution is in this, your expectations. Maybe some of them are out of date now. Maybe it's going back to childhood conditioning. Maybe the religion around you, the culture around you, and again shuffling some of that stuff off, lightening up, so you can make something work better, and really checking yourself out actually, and asking yourself, well, is this worth investing in? And if you feel it is, then figuring out a way over this, there's no rush, you've got plenty of time here, but over this time kind of figuring out how you can make it work, or in fact over this time, checking that out, trying, and then just saying, okay, this ain't gonna work. Now, some of you may feel a distinct lack in the area of partnerships, and are looking for something better, and this is also a time when you're going to be challenged even more to clearly define to yourself just what type of person you'd like in your life, what the relationship setup is that you'd like, and that's love relationships, but also that's, working sort of relationships as well, business ones. And really, I think you're looking for something deeper and longer term now, and not, anything on a kind of a casual basis. And, some of you could feel a little bit lonely, or kind of pushed out, or kind of, out of sync with an opposite number or partner just now. But again, a little bit of soul-searching wouldn't go awry at the moment. And then, you'll find that balance again, because it's the balance that's likely to be out just now, or if it isn't now, sometime over this transit of Saturn. But in this month here, in October, this is a time when maybe many of you will be thinking about that, and also, maybe taking some responsibility there. From the 24th, joint finances or property or other shared commitments will come under the spotlight. Well, that's it for October, and if you know your rising sign, well, listen to that too, because it'll throw a different light on what I've said here. And I'll see you the next time.